Okay, so good evening everyone. Today we have joined here for a lecturette session. So what happens in a lecturette is you will be given four topics, one easy, two medium and one hard. So you have to prepare lecturette for and you have to speak for 3 minutes. So you'll be given 3 minutes to prepare on your respective topic that you will be choosing. And after those 3 minutes, once you prepare, you will be given another 3 minutes to speak on the topic that you have chosen. So I think yes, all the points are covered. Shrestha.
Yes,
Yeah. Hi Shrestha, are you aware of the rules for lecture?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. So yeah, so we'll follow the alphabetical order for like individual narration. So we'll follow the alphabetical order. So I'll call out your names. So first will be Amit, second Anjali, third Ankit. Yeah, just a second. Like you all will be participating, right? There are no observers today. If anyone is
yes,
only,
yes,
yeah, if anyone is only observing, please raise your hands. So, hi Ritika, are you aware of the rules for lecture? Hello, hi Siddhi Sagar. Okay, so I'll repeat the rules once again. So what happens in a lecture it is you'll be given 3 minutes to prepare and there will be four topics assigned to you. So you have to choose any one of those four topics. The topics would be in the order of difficulty. So one easy, two medium and one hard topic will be given. You have to choose any one of those and you will be given 3 minutes to prepare. After those 3 minutes, you will be given another 3 minutes to speak on the topic that you have chosen. Okay, simple, clear. Okay. So you'll be participating, right? Okay, so but I can't unmute. Okay, so you'll be observing then. Okay, so Sagar, will you be participating? Hello, Sagar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So I'm assigning your chest number. So you have to go in the sequence of your chest number. So first will be Amit, second Anjali, third Ankit, fourth Avantika, fifth Dalla Prasant, sixth Nikhil, seventh Nikita, eighth Flavan. Okay, Ritika will be observing ninth Shrishta, 10th Shreya, 11th Sagar, 12th Srinath, 13th Sumit, 14th Sushil, 15th Vipin, and I'll go at last, 16th. 15th. Okay, so just a small request like whenever you are starting, please turn on your videos if possible. So it will be like interactive if you turn on your videos while you're individual. Know about today's session. So, okay, Vipin. So, you are also observing. Okay, no worries. So, I'll go after Sushil then. So, yeah, just a small request. Please try to switch on your cameras, like, if possible. Try to switch on your cameras while narration. And basic rule. So, you since you will be given only 3 minutes to speak, please try not to exceed the time limit, the given time limit. So I'll raise my hand like this after 2 minutes 30 seconds. Okay. So whenever I raise my hands, it is an indication that you are only having 30 minutes to 30 seconds to conclude. So whenever I raise my hand like this, so please try to conclude in the next 30 seconds. So I think the rules are clear. So we can start now. So I'll be sharing your topics in the chat also. So you can see there. And I'll time it also, just a second. It's okay. So for Anjali. Anjali, I'm sharing your topics in the chat. Hi Prem, are you aware of the rules and like how lecture it is conducted? Prem, are you there? Hello. Hello Prem, are you there? Is it type?
Hello?
Prem, are you aware of the rules for lecture it? Like how our lecture it is conducted?
No, this is my first time. I am not aware.
Okay, no worries. So I'll repeat the rules once again. So you will be given four topics in the order of difficulty: one easy, two medium, and one hard. You will be given 3 minutes to prepare. So once you have selected a particular topic, you will be given 3 minutes to prepare. You have to select a topic, prepare for 3 minutes, and then in the next 3 minutes that you will be given, you have to speak on the topic that you have chosen. Okay. So, basic ground rules. So, 3 minutes are there for you to narrate. So, I'll raise my hand like this after 2 minutes 30 seconds. It is an indication that only 30 seconds are left, and you have to conclude in those 30 seconds. Please try to not exceed the time limit and conclude your lecture within 3 minutes only. Okay.
Actually, I know this, but I don't know how am I going to get the topics here. In
I'll share your topics in the chat. You will be speaking after Plaban Mondal. Okay. We are going in the alphabetical order. So you'll be
Okay.
speaking after. You will be speaking after Plabin. Okay. I'll share your topics in the chat.
Okay.
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 So I'll give 3 minutes to Anjali. When Anjali starts speaking, I'll give the topics for the next test number, that is Ankit. Okay. So yeah. Um, Anjali, your topics are shared in the chat. I'm starting the timer. You can start preparing. Arey, why can't you prepare?
Anjali, please try. You can do it. Like
Arey, there is no hard and fast rule.
Saurav is giving you 3 minutes, so please prepare in that 3 minutes, and then after start.
Anjali, no one is here to judge you, okay? No matter how you speak, please start. This in just 5 minutes after. Okay, then I'll assign you new topics after that. Is it okay? Okay. Ankit, I'm sharing your topics in chat. Ankit, I'm sharing your topics in chat. You can start preparing.
Saurabh, what is ONDC?
Open network for digital commerce.
Okay.
तुम्हें भी ONGC की जगह गलती से लिख दे ऐसा लगा ना?
हाँ, वही लगा मेरे को.
Okay, Ankit, you can start.
So, good evening, all of you. My name is Ankit, and today I have chosen topic for the lecture. It is child labor. So, as you all know that we our world population is increasing day by day, and if we I talk about India, so unemployment rate is also increasing day by day, and most of us in India are from rural background, depending on the agricultural economy, and most of in rural and in urban areas, children are going for work in the early childhood because due to their reasons are many, due to their bad financial condition, or maybe someone is no one is at their home to work for them, so they have to earn money. But we have seen in the past few times that child laborers, the owners of factories and shopkeepers are using them in a bad manner. Like for that, Child Labor Act 1986 is passed by the Indian government, and it says about that under Article 39, no child is allowed below 14 years to work in a mine or a factory. So these are the laws made by the government, but actual ground reality is something else. No one is following them. Uh, so it's a major issue in India. And but nowadays, due to as we are living in the social media and retail world, so nowadays it's easy to give complaint, and lots of government initiative is also run by to stop these kind of things. So, and world organizations like UNICEF and International Child Labor is also working really hard and have active participation in India. So, to avoid these kind of things, because child age is a very crucial age. It's a age of development for a child to play sports and go to school and to gain some skills and knowledge. And if we send a child in the early age, so it will be uh, very bad for him, for his mental, physical, and social growth. So we have to avoid this. Thank you.
Okay, Avantika, you can start.
Um, just a minute. Huh?
Okay.
Just a minute. Just a minute. I'm setting. Just. Okay. So, good evening, friends. Today's my topic is renewable energy. So first, I'll start with with its introduction. So, what is renewable energy? So that energy which is generated from the natural source, that is known as a natural energy or renewable energy, right? So there are two type of sources from which we can generate the energy. So the two types are, the first thing is this renewable energy and second is non-renewable energy. So in renewable also there is two type, the primary and the secondary sources. The primary sources, we know, we must have heard the solar, wind turbines, we have heard about the geothermal plants. And what is secondary sources? The secondary sources are like generate conversation from the coal, oil, natural gases. One good example I can give is that we all heard that solar cooker, right? So that is come into the secondary sources. Then now come to the renewable sources. As I mentioned earlier, that some solar, wind turbine, geothermal. So I'll speak about all those one by one, right? So, let's speaking about the solar energy. So, energy also having two type of in it. So, one the exact name, the one is solar thermal energy, in which we try to heat the liquid and that will generate the electricity. And then second name was photovoltaic energy, in which directly energy electricity generated from the solar sunlight. Okay, now come to the wind energy. So what is energy? That is that generated with the help of wind turbine directly. So in Gujarat, Gujarat is one of the really good source of wind energy, in which we use the wind turbine to generate the to generate the energy with the mechanical power. Okay. Then after, as I was saying, one more thing is hydropower, in which we use the hydro means the water to to generate the electricity. Now I already talk about the all the method of generating many method of generating electricity from this renewable energy. Now talking about its benefit, we know that there are many benefits of it. We already thinking about it, that the first thing is, we know that non-renewable energy is not reliable for the future, right? So it will really beneficial for that also. The second thing is, it will beneficial for because it is not it do not create the pollution, right? So renewable energy is the thing which we can reliable for the future also. So India is already doing already
Okay, next.
focusing on this point, and this is
Okay, next. Prashant.
Okay, my topic is my best friend. So I'll start now. Everyone needs a best friend in our lives, but everyone doesn't have a best friend. There is one person in our lives, other than our fathers, our parents, our wives, and other relations. He is our best friend. My best friend is Harsha. We really had a great time together till now. He is my childhood friend. Since my childhood, we really shared a lot of things together. Me and him like movies a lot. We really talk about movies. Speaking with him gives me mental peace. Now I'm in trouble. I'll run towards him, and he is my happy place. He really keeps my mind safe, and he is the person other than my family who solves my problems when I'm in trouble, and he's like my brother. And it's really difficult to talk about closed ones a lot. And I think I'll end this topic here. Thank you.
Technically, you are having 1 minute 30 seconds to prepare.
Okay.
Okay, Nikhil, you can start.
Good evening, friends. Today I'll be talking about fake news. So, what is fake news? Fake news is basically a news which is forecasted as a proper news, but the information which is provided is completely false. So, uh, what are the challenges that India is now facing for curbing the fake news. So first of all, it is the media illiteracy. As we know, not not everyone is aware about the advancement in technologies and uh, several penal codes given for the fake news or fake promotion. So people are unaware about the changes that is being taking place in the society, and hence they fall for the prey of fake news. And another reason is also the journalism, which is nowadays just focusing on uh, news such as Bollywood actors and other celebrities rather than focusing on proper, which is the issues which are actually worth talking. Like we can now see, for example, the journalism is focusing towards Seema Haider case rather than broadcasting about the Manipur issue. So many such cases have been reported in the past as well. So the next point can be um, the anonymity, which is the anonymity which is found in the social media. Like many Twitter users can easily write anything or post anything about any person in the world, and uh, p- uh, their profile will be hidden, and the information won't be leaked as well. So they think it as a freedom of speech, and they try to misuse this power. So instead of all this problem, we need to focus on strengthening the laws and proper implementation of the given policies, such as we also know that the IT Act of 2008 deals with uh, such issues where the offender can be punished for um miscommunication or false information or bullying in the social media. So I would like to conclude by saying that the fake news issue should be taken seriously by the government, and necessary schemes and bodies should be appointed to curb this fake news issue. Thank you.
Okay, Nikita, you can start.
Hello everyone, myself Nikita. The topic of my lecturate is fundamental rights. I will be dividing my topics in the following subheads: introduction, need, the protection guaranteed, advantages, and conclusion, and will be covering them accordingly. Fundamental rights refers to a set of rights that have been enshrined in our Constitution in Part 3, covering articles from Article 12 to 35. They are broadly divided into 6 subheads, which includes right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. The need for fundamental rights was envisioned by our forefathers to ensure that common citizens are protected against the arbitrary action of the common citizens are protected from arbitrary action of the state. These rights are inviolable, that is, the state cannot breach these rights in performing its legislative and executive duties. Our constitution makers have ensured that these rights are protected against the legislative action of the government by ensuring that there is a special majority is required to amend these fundamental rights. Essentially, providing this safeguard has ensured that our citizens can approach the Supreme Court and High Court whenever they feel that their rights have been violated. It is a modern concept developed by our country, and it has helped citizens at times whenever they feel that their rights have been violated. They can file a writ petition either in the High Court or the Supreme Court. Accordingly, whenever any writ petition is filed, the Supreme Court or the High Court orders the government to ensure that the individual's right is reinstated. Fundamental rights have been once in our country Till now, fundamental rights have only been amended twice in our country. One was during the period of emergency, where fundamental rights internal emergency of 1975 where fundamental rights were suspended. However, after that, a number of safeguards were added in our constitution to ensure that such a situation is not repeated again. The essential feature that fundamental rights ensures is that basic citizens are not left powerless at the hands of the state. I would like to conclude my topic by saying that fundamental rights have been a modern innovation which has ensured that India remains a democratic state as well as a welfare state and people's state. Thank you.
Okay, Prem, you can start.
Jai Hind everyone. My topic is cyber warfare, and cyber warfare is a form of conflict which is in a digital zone where nations or non-state actors use technology or computer networks and the internet to conduct offensive and defensive operations. These operations can include like exploitation of information, data theft, unauthorized access, steal sensitive information, or disrupt functioning of certain systems. It is a great challenge because it can lead to escalation risks. Cyber warfare can lead to escalation risks where cyber incidents trigger conventional military responses on broader geopolitical tensions. There are many examples where cyber warfare is used. For example, there are many
Left. Might be some. Yeah, Prem, you are disconnected. Hello, Prem, are you there?
that bit of network issue.
Yeah, you can start over if you like, or you can continue.
Cyber warfares are used by many non-state actors such as hacking activists, cyber criminals, or terrorist groups to gain political advantage or information advantage over their adversaries or to achieve certain goals. And many times it is also sponsored by states to it is it is sponsored by states to gain knowledge about strategies of their opponents. That's all I would like to conclude my topic.
Okay. Um, Shrestha, I'll give you 3 minutes since Ritika is not. Okay, Shrestha was participating, right? Uh, So I've shared your topics. You can start preparing.
Okay.
And Vipin and Ritika, since you are not participating, so I would like to tell you about that. Please observe all the candidates who are speaking and provide feedback if you feel so. Like, if you find any mistakes, so please provide feedback in the at the end of session, if possible. Okay, sister, you can start. Hello, are you there?
Yes. So, good evening, everyone. I'll be taking uh, Make in India. So, I'll be covering this topic in three parts: introduction, the present scenario, and conclusion and the significance. So, coming to introduction, what is Make in India? Make in India was an initiative of the government which was launched in 2014. This emphasizes on manufacturing in India so that we can make it a export hub. Coming to the present scenario, India has done several steps to improve production in India. Why is it important? Is that we become the manufacturing hub and an export hub. We'll be able to stabilize the devaluation of rupee, as well as we will not be affected by outside inflation. Now, coming to initiatives, one is Startup India. Uh, Emphasizing on startup and stand up India, we are able to produce such startups which will make in India itself. Second, promotion of FDIs, foreign direct investments, even in defense sector it has been increased from 26% to 75%. So we can produce more of defense equipment within India for Indian utilization, as well as increasing foreign ties. Now, for example, Argentina will be buying our light combat multi-purpose helicopters, and they're also interested in Tejas. We also have our UAVs production with DRDO. So these kind of deals bring economic growth and also strengthen our ties with the foreign countries. Coming to what significance is it bringing is it is as I already mentioned, devaluation of no rupee is reduced, export is handled, and there uh, over the time the value or the rupee and the economic growth of India is improving. The GDP, the gross domestic product, can be improved by Make in India initiative. Also, there is another scheme for textile industry of India. We are concentrating on making India the textile and the exporter, the manufacturing and exporter hub for the next 3 years. uh, that's one. Second is we are trying to put in uh, different manufacturings in India, like semiconductor manufacturing. Also, I would like to conclude by telling that Make in India is a super initiative which is a step for making India a superpower. If we increase our GDP, it will increase our relations with foreign countries and also improve our sustainable development within the country, and only strong countries within are considered as strong countries by by the neighbors or internationally. Thank you.
Okay, Shreya, you can start.
Jai Hind everyone. I have chosen to speak on cricket. Cricket is a sport which is played between two teams. It consists of 11 players in each team. Cricket is a sport being enjoyed by everyone. It's played. Um, it's a sports play. It's a sports played between different countries. Cricket. So may I get 2 more minutes?
Okay, I'll give you a fresh topic then. Is it okay?
Sorry, sir. Repeat.
I'll give you new topics. You can't speak on the previous ones. Okay. Am I audible? Okay, no worries. You can choose the same topic. Prepare well and try to speak. Uh, Meanwhile, okay. Sagar, you are having 1 more minute. You can prepare.
Sir, may I speak now?
Okay, you can start.
Jai Hind everyone. I have chosen to speak on the topic cricket. Cricket is a sport which is being played by two teams consisting of 11 players in each team. It's an open air team game played with a bat and a ball and wickets. Cricket is enjoyed by each and every person. Uh, uh, so,
You are not audible, Shreya. I think there's a network issue on your end. Okay. Yeah, you are audible.
मैं स्टार्टिंग से बोल क्या
You can continue. No problem. Hello.
जय हिंद everyone. I have chosen to speak. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. You can continue from where you left off.
तो मैं स्टार्टिंग से बोल दूँ इंटरप्ट
Okay, no problem. You can start again. You are on mute.
Yes, I'm starting. Jai Hind everyone. I am
You are on mute. Okay.
sorry.
Shreya, your voice is breaking. I think there is some network issue on your end. I'll type instead.
सुना दे Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, sir. I'll join again.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sagar, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
You can start.
Uh, Jai Hind, everybody. I'm Sagar. I'm from Chennai. Let me just directly get into the topic as I don't have that much time for this for explanation. I choose Manipur crisis as my topic for the my topic. It's basically a communal revolt uh, happening in Manipur between Indian government and the socialist militant group. Actually, the first problem I think is the People Liberation Front or uh, other communities think that this is they don't have they didn't get as much as recognition as other communities. It has been a problem since the it has been a problem since independence of India. I think this can be resolved by this can't this is a direct problem that can be resolved in a simple manner. It takes time actually, and also I think the problem is with the some people think that they don't get recognition for for the by the state government. The people think that this this has been problem is that people think that this is not a. I'm sorry, if I'm blabbing. I think this is my first.
No, no problem. You can continue. If you are able to speak, you can continue.
Yeah, I'll continue. The problem, it is a problem between ethnic group from the state of the Manipur, and also it has been a problem with it has been advantage for other nations like Myanmar and China because it's because of its location, and I think it is a great problem for our nation as it is great as it is not. As it is creating a great havoc. Recently in news also we have worrying news, which is definitely not which is definitely not an happy news. And I think this would be strongly condemned by the Indian government. And I also think uh, actually the police government are also taken steps and also they arrested the culprit. And I think this won't happen. And I strongly prefer that the government should take necessary action and control the revolt that's happening in the Manipur. Okay. And as I'm getting my load, time is getting about to end. I'll conclude that with the government is doing the best, and I also think it can do more. Thank you.
Okay, Srinath, you can start.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Today, my topic I'm going to select is global warming. Hi, as you know, everyone, global warming is because of the heating above Earth's temperature. So the temperature rises, and the because of the burning of fossil fuels and fossil fuels, coal, petroleum, etc. So there are certain ways we can reduce the effect of burning of fossil fuels in terms in the emissions of smoke, everything. So in turn, which in introduction of electric vehicles, that is one. Second thing is like yes, second thing is like introduction of a renewable source of energy. So 100 plus countries. So this is an initiative introduced by the government of India and France to reduce the effect of global pollution. I mean, to reduce the temperature to the level of zero carbon emission. And our Government of India has planned to go as a carbon neutral country by 2070. This is a great initiative by the government of India, which in turn gives us the pollution everywhere. And recently, in the current affairs as itself, India has been in a talk with France about the nuclear deal. In terms, nuclear deal has been a great sector has been an lower emission of carbon. And the next thing is like we if you can the deforestation also need to be reduced, and more afforestation also need to be increased. But that also we can increase our uh, carbon. Reduce our carbon emission to the atmosphere. Yes. Next, I think, guys. Thanks. That's all.
Okay. 40 more seconds, Anjali. You can prepare. Okay, Anjali, you can start now. Hello, Anjali.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are
Yes.
audible.
Good evening, everyone. I chose a topic, my favorite hobby. So, my favorite hobby is writing, and as so, I am following my hobby flawlessly from my childhood, and still, when I don't get my time to follow my hobby, I miss my hobby, and I write a lot. I write a lot, like I write stories, poems. I like that creative thing, and because of the this hobby, I generated interest in other hobbies like reading books and to create my something of my own, like with mixture of writing and drawing. I like to create comics. I am highly inspired from the creative cinema of from the Japanese anime creations and filmmakers, and I also want to produce of my own something in the future like that, because I'm highly interested in writing stories, dynamic stories like thriller and suspense. And uh, I like to follow my passion because I just escape from the real world and I find something, another world of some. I think I like to think out of the box whenever I follow my hobby. So it's just not a hobby, it's a way of living for me, like, and that's how I shaped my personality also. So, yes, thank you.
Okay, Shreya, if you are ready, you can start. Else, there is 1 minute left.
Jai Hind, everyone. So now I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Jai Hind, everyone. I have chosen a topic
Shreya, I think your voice is still
cricket
break. Is she audible properly? I think.
yes, I am in JNK in Jammu.
Okay, I think there is some network issue on your side. You can continue.
Cricket is an open-air team game played with a bat, ball, and wickets. These are the equipments involved in the cricket. Cricket is being enjoyed by each and everyone from a young age to an old age. Um, cricket, it has been said that cricket is a it's originated in its modern form in England. It it it's a team game which it is a bat and ball game played roughly on oval grass field. Like as we know, it's a game played between teams. So included team spirit. Um, the length of game can be consist from six to 4 to 6 hours. Um, and get the decision. To score as many runs as possible. Uh, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Cricket has been established teams for several years. Like it's played between different countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, England, etc. Cricket, as I told, it's an open air team game, so everyone enjoy it with spirit and enthusiasm. It includes like innings and like the matches are like 2020 and test matches. Two innings are side match, one team's combined first and second innings to the total. Thank you.
Okay. Sushil, you can start.
Vipin, it's my turn. I think so.
I think Sumit is remaining. So
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why.
have I shared your topics?
Yeah, you have said. So can I tell my
Please,
topic?
please, please start.
Yeah. Uh, I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. So guys, I have taken the topic as electrical vehicles. So first we will understand what is electrical vehicle. Electrical vehicles are nothing but the vehicles which are run on the electricity. There are two types of electrical vehicles. First is electrical cars, and the second one is electrical bikes or the scooters. As we all know that India is the fifth largest manufacturing country, electricity in the world, and is trying to become the second largest uh, electricity in terms of electricity in by 2025. And there are some advantages and disadvantages of using electrical vehicles. First of all, we will go with the advantages. The advantage is that the battery performance is good and we can use for a short distance. Also, we can reduce the air pollution by using the electricity. Also, we can save the petrols or diesels. Also, it works smoothly as compared to the other vehicles. No voice no voice, and it has some additional features, for example, Bluetooth and etc. If we talk about the disadvantages is that we cannot use it for a long distance, and also battery performance is only for 4 to 5 years, and the has an additional features. For example, the persons who are using it should have the knowledge of the digital infrastructure or the electricity. If and the person who does not have the knowledge regarding that, it will be difficult for him to handle that. And also, it has some instruments which are not available. The instruments which are not available in the Indian market, so we have to depend on the other countries for that. So it is difficult for the Indian government to set up the charging facilities. That's why uh, Indian government is trying to build it. And the main motto of the electrical vehicle is to share and connectivity. If we share the resources and the electricity with the other vehicles, then it is good for us. And also, my point of view, it is the, it is difficult for the Indian government to set up because the charging point is required in all the areas which are not available in now in all the cities. So from my point of view, I should conclude that if we use both the vehicles, it is good for us, but we should go with the electrical vehicles because we can reduce the air pollution, and also we can save our earth for the coming forecast. And from my point of view, using the electrical vehicles is the best way, but we should go with the scooties or the bikes instead of going to the cars.
Okay, next,
Thank you.
Sushil.
A heartily good evening to ladies and gentlemen. Today I will talking about a very interesting and a topic which we all are interested in, that is the Indo-China relations. So friends, I will cover my topic by first discussing the present scenario, then the way forward. So starting about the Indo-China relationship, we all know that India is a very developing nation, and India is also is on the same way. But if we want to get a rapid growth in our development, we want to consider China as our friend. Yes, I know there are many disputes such as land dispute, then the expanding mindset of China. Then also we all know about the Galwan Ghati incidents. Also we know about the string of pearls of China. But yes, India is also acting very actively and investing in defense. We can't compare India's defense with China because it is very way forward. But also China has a very China is a country which can also teach us very many things, like how to convert the liabilities into the assets. I think that China in future will help us to for rapid globalization, and can be our friend in need. Also, we share boundaries, and this can help for easy transports. Talking about the various organization which we both are part of, that is SCO, that is Shanghai Cooperation of which in this year India is hosting that SCO, and the other organization like BRICS. Also, I think that China can be developed nation after 40 to 50 years. So, if we want to look forward for our development and have a rapid growth, I think that we should maintain a good relationship with China and act accordingly. Thank you.
Okay. So is anyone okay? So is anyone left? Anyone who hasn't yet received their topics?
I think Vipin is left,
No, Vipin
according to
is
alphabet.
observing only today.
Oh, good.
Anyone left, Abhi? Saurabh?
I don't think so. I guess हो गया सबका. Anyone left? Please raise your hands if there are. Okay, I think no one is left.
Okay, Saurabh, I'll share your topic in chat box. You will get 3 minutes for preparation, and rest of the rules you already know, right?
Okay.
Okay, Saurav, you can start your.
I'm audible and visible, right?
Totally.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. The topic that I have chosen for my lecture it is MSP. So, what does MSP stands for? So, MSP stands for minimal service price, support price. So, what is a minimal support price? So, the government has laid out some rules that if we talk about farmers, so currently what happens in our Indian society is, or basic Indian society is that there are three main people: the farmers who grow the crop, the middlemen the farmers that grow the crop, the consumer that is us, which buys these crops. If we take example of tomatoes, so the farmer grows the tomato, the consumer consumes, and there is a middleman which is a medium between the consumer and the farmer, which is cultivating the crops. So what happens is that since we have seen like in decades from the last decades, what happens is the middlemen buy the goods or buy the goods from the farmers at a low price, and the price are hiked and then sold to the consumer. So what minimum support price does is that it states out the minimum price which a farmer or basically a farmer should get in exchange of the goods he is selling. So we have seen the injustice amongst the farmers of our India, since around 70% of the population of India is in the agricultural sector. So we also can say that a farmer is basically the backbone of our India. So if such injustice occurs towards the farmer of India, then it is a very serious and grave problem. So that's why minimum support price was introduced. So in order to provide a justified and fair price to the farmers. So now I have talked about what was the requirement. Now, what is the advantages of this MSP? So, as we have also seen that in the farmers' protest, the main cause was the reduced price on which the farmers are compelled to sell their goods. So, the MSP will help them there only. And we can also take examples of various other initiatives taken by our Indian government, such as ONDC, which provides a open platform where there is no requirement for a middleman to communicate between to act as a medium between the consumer as well as the producer. So I think MSP or the minimum support price is a very good initiative taken by our government to provide justified prices for their crops to our farmers. Thank you. कैसे टॉपिक दिए इजी इजी टॉपिक का इसमें
Perfect.
नहीं
Perfect
पता
time
है,
to एकदम
सबसे
खत्म
हार्ड
की.
टॉपिक क्या होता है? जब चारों टॉपिक इजी मिल जाए ना, तो चूज करना कि इन चारों में से कौन सा बोलना है, सबसे ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट है.
Yeah, but G20 is easy as compared to MSP.
G20 के बारे में पता ही नहीं. Okay, no problem. तो I
नहीं है,
think
G20, WHO, तीन चारों ही ऑलमोस्ट सेम लेवल के थे.
मेरे को इसके बारे में पता था, एमएसपी के बारे में. डाउरी के बारे में मैं सोच रहा था, मेरे को पॉइंट्स इतने मिले नहीं. और डब्ल्यू भी.
So, guys,
I
any
literally thought
feedback
कि मतलब
for?
तुम G20
हाँ,
पे बोलोगे, मेरे को लगा था तुम G20 पे बोलोगे.
G20 इतना अच्छा नॉलेज भी नहीं है अभी. मेरे को वो सभी देखना है, G20, ब्रिक्स, एशियन, ये सब जो भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. तो चलो, हाँ, विल
So,
स्टार्ट.
guys,
हाँ, we'll start with feedback. So, individual feedback I would like to share is कि some of us like exceeded the 3 minute mark. The system is easy. Yes, it is easy, but I was not able to find enough points. No worries, हो गया अब तो क्या कर सकते हैं. So हाँ, we were crossing, some of us were crossing the 3 minute marks. तो ये भी वो टेस्ट करते हैं कि they are actually seeing your time management skills also. So as I said कि there will be indication like I'll raise my hand after 2 minutes 30 seconds. So that should be an indication that you need to conclude your lecturate. So they are also seeing your time management skills there. So yeah, try to not exceed the given time frame. Please try to conclude before 3 minutes. And Like some of us were new joinees here, so yeah, no problem. You spoke well for the first time. It comes with practice, so try keep practicing more and more, and yeah, you'll be fluent. And any suggestion? Yeah, Vipin and Ritika were observing, no? Please give your suggestions or feedbacks to individual participants. And Vipin, Shri, Ritika, are you there or are you typing?
She told na कि she'll not able to unmute herself.
अच्छा, everyone is typing. Everyone is in. अच्छा, nice. Okay. Vipin, are you there? विपिन भी टाइप कर रहे हैं क्या? People exceeding the time. Vipin, please share your feedback. You were observing, na? So what you felt wrong? What could be improved? If possible, can you turn on your mic? तुम कहाँ से?
कहाँ से इतना सब क्या हो गया?
अरे देखो, I'll tell you कि how to tackle this lecture. चलो पहले उससे पहले feedback. Anyone else would like to give feedback? किसी और को?
भाई मेरे लिए फीडबैक बताना है प्लीज।
हाँ सुमित, तुम्हारा टॉपिक दिख रहा है एक बार. टॉपिक बताना अपना. टॉपिक क्या था तुम्हारा?
इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल।
हाँ, इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल ठीक बोला यार तुमने. तुम इस पे आ गए थे ना कि रीयूज़ कर सकते हैं, रिचार्ज कर सकते हैं, फिर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी नहीं है इतना इंडिया में. हाँ ठीक है, बढ़िया बोला. ये तुम ऐड कर सकते हो एक दो पॉइंट की, मतलब मेन चैलेंजेस अभी क्या हो रहे हैं, अब हम क्या फेस कर रहे हैं कि बैटरी वगैरह की वो, मतलब बेसिकली अगर इंडिया का हम वो देखें कि सिनेरियो, तो उधर सब लोग यही देखते हैं कि रेंज कितना देता है, माइलेज कितना देता है, तो वो बैटरी के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. तो करेंटली जो सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हम फेस कर रहे हैं वो बैटरी के ऊपर. तो उस पर भी थोड़ा तुम एक्सपैंड कर सकते हो. वैसे तो हमने मतलब आफ्टर 2 minutes 30 seconds किया था ना, मतलब उतना तो खींच लिया था तुमने. तो हाँ, और थोड़ा फ्लुएंसी का देख लेना यार कि मतलब आई थिंक तुम थोड़ा अटक रहे थे बीच में, पता नहीं वो मतलब लग रहा.
ईवी का पॉइंट था ना सुमित का.
हाँ ईवी.
या
हाँ तो सुमित, एक्चुअली तो तुमने अच्छे से मतलब ऑलमोस्ट सारा पॉइंट कवर कर लिया था, बट जो बैटरी का उन्होंने बताया ना सौरभ ने, राइट है वो पॉइंट तुम इंक्लूड कर मतलब वैसे इंक्लूडेड था, बट ऐसे इंक्लूड कर सकते हो कि हमें पता है लिथियम आयन बैटरी अभी काफी शॉर्टेज में है ना. लिथियम पॉलीमर पहले हम यूज करने की ट्रायल कर रहे थे, बट हमने लिथियम आयन पे स्विच किया. तो वो सब भी हम थोड़ा बहुत डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं. इफ यू हैव सम नॉलेज अबाउट इट तो वो भी कर सकते हो. अदरवाइज सेमी कंडक्टर्स की काफी शॉर्टेज आने वाली है, तो इन फ्यूचर हाउ इट विल इफेक्ट टू ईवीज, क्योंकि ईवी में काफी सेमी कंडक्टर्स लगते हैं, तो वो कैसे इफेक्ट करेगा थोड़ा बहुत वो भी ऐड कर सकते थे. अदरवाइज
ओके ओके
सब ठीक ठाक चलेगा.
ओके।
और किसी के लिए कोई फीडबैक देना चाहिए?
और भाई ये इसको मैं बोलूंगा, सीबी सागर करके एक भाई था अपना, so he was mentioning we don't have to, guys, bro, we don't have to mention that I am having a very less time to speak. We don't have to mention, like it is very common
हाँ
that
ये किसी ने तो बोला था, मैंने भी नोटिस की, किसी ने तो बोला था कि
तो वो सबके लिए एक बराबर टाइम होता है, सबको 3 मिनट मिलता है, सबको 3 मिनट में ही बोलना होता है, तो इसको मेंशन करने की जरूरत नहीं है इस चीज पे. इसका फर्स्ट सेशन था, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
हाँ मतलब उस टाइम पे ये बोल सकते हो कि आई वुड लाइक टू कंक्लूड बाय सेइंग करके, जैसे तुम्हें दिख गया हैंड रेस कर दिया, ये
हाँ,
मतलब
नहीं
वो
नहीं, ही
स्टार्टिंग में भी.
स्टार्टेड, उसने
हाँ स्टार्ट.
स्टार्टिंग ऐसी करी थी कि है ना, गाइस आई ऑलरेडी हैव लेस मिनट्स सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद दिस, ऐसे करके.
हाँ, और मतलब जैसे अगर तुम स्टार्ट भी कर रहे हो कि ये बोलना ज़रूरी नहीं है कि मैं अपना इसको ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर करूँगा. आई थिंक निकिता ने बोला था ना शायद कि मैं ऐसे ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर करूँगी
मोस्ट
करके.
ऑफ लोगों ने बोला था.
हाँ तो वो ज़रूरी नहीं है बोलना, मतलब डायरेक्ट स्टार्ट कर सकते हो तुम, वो तो समझ ही जाएगा, मतलब सुन ही रहे हैं लोग उसके लिए. तो हाँ मतलब जैसे बीच बीच में अभी ये बताना ज़रूरी नहीं है कि ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर करूँगी करके, लेकिन बीच में ऐसे बोल सकते हो कि पहले डिफाइन कर दिया और नाउ आई विल कम टू टुवर्ड्स द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ दिस एंड दिस, ऐसे करके. मतलब हाँ स्ट्रक्चर अपने दिमाग में कर लो, लेकिन ऐसे मतलब बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं, आई फील सो. क्योंकि वो वही लग रहा है कि ऐसा लगता है कि टाइम,
टोटली अग्री
हाँ ऐसा
सौरभ.
लगता
द
है कि टाइम।
रीजन बिहाइंड इट इज, फर्स्ट रीजन इज कि क्योंकि ना ये काफी ऐसा रटा हुआ लगता है, ऐसा लगता है कोचिंग में रटा के भेजा हुआ है. सेकंड, कि अगर बाई चांस यू आर नॉट एबल टू कंप्लीट ऑल द टॉपिक्स जो आप लोगों ने पहले डिसाइड किए थे कि मैं ना प्रॉब्लम सॉल्यूशन इंट्रोडक्शन सब कुछ बोलूंगा, और लास्ट में अगर आप उनको नहीं कंप्लीट कर पाए तो फिर वो आपका टाइम मैनेजमेंट अच्छा नहीं दिखता है ना. तो जरूरत ही नहीं है प्री डिफाइन करने की, बोलते बोलते बीच बीच में अगर इफ यू हैव टाइम तो लेते जाओ पॉइंट, और नहीं है तो फिर कंक्लूजन पे आगे खत्म कर दो.
और कोई फीडबैक?
जैसे अभी वो सीबी सागर ने बताया ना कि गाइस मेरे पास बहुत कम टाइम है. अगर रितिका आई होप आप सुन रहे होगे, रितिका स्टार्ट करती तो शी विल से आई हैव रियली मोर टाइम, लेट्स स्टार्ट डिस्कसिंग लाइक दिस. क्योंकि उसने जो चैट में लिखा ना, मेरे को यही लगा कि वो तो स्टार्ट करती है, मेरे पास बहुत टाइम है, चलो वेस्ट करते हैं.
और हाँ हो गया, और किसी को सजेशन कोई देना हो तो?
Hello everybody. May I speak? I'm I'm just new to this
Sagar,
group.
can you speak
So
loudly? You're not audible.
yes, yes. Actually, I'm Sibi Saga. I'm from Chennai. Uh, Let me introduce myself because this is the first time I'm joining this group. I'll develop with along with. Thank you.
Yeah, you spoke well for the first time. Nice job. You can
I just got now.
yeah.
I think I just got nervous because I didn't have practice.
No worries. It was your first time speaking, na? It happens. We all started somewhere. We were like you only. But try keep practicing. You will be fluent.
Yes, I'll try. I'll try to keep that.
Yeah. Good.
श्रेया, यू स्टार्टेड वेल. आपका बस वो जय हिंद सुन के 2-3 बार तो सौरव स्टार्टेड लाफिंग, क्योंकि वही सुनाई दे रहा था. अदर बहुत काफी ब्रेक हो रहा था. अदरवाइज यू
One, it's due to network issue.
है ना. हाँ, बट स्टिल यू ट्राइड, दैट इज लाइक दैट्स इनफ. धीरे धीरे स्टार्ट करोगे ना तो आता जाएगा. है ना.
And
अभी हम
one more thing,
मेरे से तो आज तक है ना गलती होती है. मैं आज भी बोलती हूँ ना तो मेरे से बहुत गलती होती है. स्टिल यू ट्राइड. बोलते रहोगे तो अच्छा है. रुक, है ना.
बिल्कुल
सो
बिल्कुल.
यू ट्राइड, दैट इज इनफ.
देखो, आप अगर इजी टॉपिक चूज कर रहे हो तो फिर कंपलसरी हो जाता है कि आपके पास अच्छी डिटेल्स होनी चाहिए. उसके पास ये नहीं होता कि मतलब इजी टॉपिक भी चूज किया फिर भी नहीं बोल पा रहे. जैसे कि आपने क्रिकेट पे बोला था, तो क्रिकेट पे आप सबसे पहले तो उसकी फाउंडेशन वगैरह कब हुई है, बेसिक चीजें बता सकते हो. सबसे पुराना क्लब कौन सा है? एमसीसी. ठीक है. वर्ल्ड कप विनर्स बता सकते हो. T20 ओडीआई टेस्ट फॉर्मेट, ये सब आपने बताया था. कुछ इंडियन फेमस प्लेयर्स बता सकते हो. और इंडिया में सबसे फेमस क्या है? आईपीएल, उसका मेंशन कर सकते हो. ठीक है. इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर्स का भी नाम दे सकते हो. उसमें जो टूर्नामेंट्स हैं, वुमेन्स का क्या रोल है, बीसीसीआई का क्या रोल है, ये सब थोड़ा सा बता सकते हो. और ज्यादा कुछ नहीं होता है इसमें. इजी टॉपिक ले रहे हो तो अच्छा बोलो उसको. ये होता है.
अभी सजेशन नहीं है ना किसी के, और किसी को देना हो. श्रेया, यू
मेरा भी बता दो भाई. चाइल्ड चाइल्ड लेबर वो बोला था मैंने.
अच्छा वो अंकित, अच्छा आधार कार्ड उसको दिया था ना मैंने, अंजलि को शायद. हाँ ठीक
अंजलि
है.
को.
ये भी तो इजी है यार वैसे. चाइल्ड लेबर, हाँ अच्छा बोला यार अंकित. लास्ट टाइम भी चाइल्ड लेबर लिया था ना शायद, नहीं किसी और ने बोला था.
नहीं, लास्ट टाइम मेरा था. क्या था?
एक बार किसी को मैंने
लास्ट टाइम
चाइल्ड
कोई और
लेबर
टॉपिक था.
हाँ पहले भी दिया था किसी
हाँ, इसी ग्रुप में एक और किसी को दिया.
को. बढ़िया था यार तुम्हारा, मतलब वो थोड़ा, हाँ तुमने इम्प्रूव तो किया. मतलब लास्ट टाइम वो दिया था ना फीडबैक की, थोड़ा तेज तेज बोलने का. हाँ तो बढ़िया था.
एक्चुअली अंकित अंकित तुम्हारी ना नॉलेज काफी अच्छी, मतलब मैंने सुना नहीं था आज का टॉपिक, बिकॉज तुम्हारे जस्ट बाद मेरा ही था, तो आई वाज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर माई सेल्फ. बट योर नॉलेज इज रियली गुड, क्योंकि मैं पहले से जानती हूँ तुम्हारी नॉलेज बहुत अच्छी है. हाँ, बस थोड़ा सा ना मतलब एक लाइन में बोलना वो आना चाहिए. कभी कभी तुम बोलना स्टार्ट करते हो तो बहुत सारा बोल जाते हो, तो वो ना एक बोलते हैं ना कि एक ऑर्गेनाइजिंग वे में बोलना आना चाहिए. जो लास्ट टाइम का मैंने आई वाज देयर, तो उसमें तो अच्छा था. आज का मैंने नहीं सुना. बट हाँ, योर नॉलेज इज रियली गुड. तो
लास्ट
मैं कुछ
हाँ,
कमेंट ही नहीं करना
लास्ट
चाहूंगी.
टाइम
मेरे को
लास्ट टाइम
मेरी
फेक
और
न्यूज पे
तुम्हारी
बोला था मैंने.
नॉलेज का कंपैरिजन करूंगी ना तो मुझे कुछ नहीं आता था, इसलिए मैं तो कुछ उसके ऊपर नहीं बोलूंगी.
अरे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कुछ नहीं हूँ मैं.
Other than that, Saurav sir, like you also did well, huh? I must say, because बहुत एकदम suddenly I gave you topics and you spoke well.
ये तो सबके लिए
Really.
सडनली होता है 3 मिनट.
नहीं, बट लाइक फॉर अस तो एक वे में चल रहा था ना कि अब आएगा, हमें बोलना है, अब आएगा, अब बोलना है. तुम्हारे माइंड में था कि अवंतिका पता नहीं क्या ही टॉपिक लेके आएगी, और था ही ना पहले से.
हाँ वो तो था. अब पहले तो मैं 1 मिनट तो ये सोच रहा था कि टॉपिक कौन सा चूज करूँ. मेरे मन में वो आ रहा था या तो डाउनरी बोलता हूँ या फिर ये बोलता हूँ एमएसपी वाला.
हाँ,
दोनों डाउनरी थे
मुझे तो
लेकिन
लगा ही था, क्योंकि जब जब एक ही पैटर्न के टॉपिक आता है ना, तो इट्स रियली हार्ड टू चूज. अब जैसे कि डाउरी पे भी तुम अच्छा बोल सकते थे, एमएसपी पे तो यू रियली स्पोक वेल. और मुझे लगा था कि शायद तुम G20 भी सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो ऐसा, क्योंकि बिकॉज अभी करंट टॉपिक वो काफी चल रहा है इसलिए.
मेरे को ये देखना पड़ेगा. मेरे को मतलब इतना नॉलेज नहीं है ना इसके बारे में. ओके.
अदरवाइज एमएसपी पे तुमने काफी अच्छा बोला.
थैंक यू. और कोई सी टॉपिक.
श्रेष्ठा श्रेष्ठा का भी बढ़िया था. श्रेष्ठा का भी बढ़िया था. उसने मेक इन इंडिया पे बोला था, और बस
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
मेरे ख्याल
मेक
से
इन
उसका
इंडिया
थोड़ा सा
श्रेष्ठा का था.
प्रोनाउंसिएशन का उसने थोड़ा सा जो डी वाला प्रोनाउंस करती है ना, वो वर्ड थोड़ा सा उसका वैसा है, लेकिन बाकी सब बढ़िया था उसका. बस ये एक दो पॉइंट्स और मेंशन कर सकती है मेक इन इंडिया में, जैसे कि अपन ने वंदे भारत ट्रेन लॉन्च की है, और जो अगर रेलवेज के बारे में मेंशन कर रहे हो तो, और जो अपने 12,000 हॉर्स पावर के जो लोकोमोटिव्स इंडिया में बनाए जा रहे हैं, वेपन्स जो बनाए जा रहे हैं, उसने डीआरडीओ को मेंशन किया था. और भी जैसे आजकल तो अपने एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर्स भी बनाए जा रहे हैं, तो ये सब चीज़ें भी मेंशन कर सकते हैं. छोटी छोटी बहुत जल्दी, मतलब काफ़ी सारा इससे टाइम भी कवर होता है और अच्छा इंप्रेशन भी पड़ता है.
नहीं, एक्चुअली शी आई आल्सो मस्ट से कि तुमने काफी अच्छा बोला श्रेष्ठा. आपकी भी नॉलेज काफी अच्छी, बिकॉज जो कंक्लूजन भी यू कंक्लूडेड वेल, रियली वेल. क्योंकि जो लास्ट पार्ट था ना, वो भी ऐसे अच्छा लगा कि हाँ, यू कंक्लूडेड वेल. यू हैव रियली गुड नॉलेज ऑल्सो. बट मतलब ऐसा मुझे, आई डोंट नो, सिर्फ मुझे फील हुआ या फिर मैं बोलती तो मेरे साथ भी ऐसा होता है या नहीं, मुझे नहीं पता. बिकॉज उसका ये कहना वीडियो ऑन था, बाकी सब तो वीडियो ऑफ पे थे. तो उनका वीडियो जब देख रहे हैं ना, तो इट फील्स लाइक कि ना तुम ऐसे थोड़ा डर रहे हो या फिर नेक्स्ट पॉइंट बोलना है, तो ऐसे मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है एफर्ट लगा रहे हो ज्यादा. अदरवाइज योर नॉलेज इज गुड, तो थोड़ा एफर्टलेस बोल सकते हो. जैसे अंकित बोलता है ना, सौरभ, सॉरी, सौरभ का एकदम एफर्टलेस चल रहा था. तो श्रेष्ठा थोड़ा सा, मतलब मुझे नहीं पता, मेरे पे भी शायद ऐसा लगता होगा. मेरे को भी एक दो बार रिकॉर्डिंग देखनी पड़ेगी, बट उसको मैंने वीडियो देखा ना,
नहीं,
तो मुझे
कॉन्फिडेंस देखो भाई, जो कैमरा ऑन करके बोल रहा है ना, वो हेजिटेट नहीं कर रहा है. उसका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल वैसे ही दिख रहा है, और वो कॉन्फिडेंट है, और मतलब पूरा टाइम देके बोल रहा है, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. मैं बाकी मेंबर्स को भी यही सजेस्ट करूंगा कि थोड़ा कैमरा ऑन करके खुद को सामने रख के, क्योंकि वहां पे हमको ऑफलाइन सबके सामने प्रेजेंट करना है, और बॉडी लैंग्वेज को भी कंट्रोल में रखना है, हैंड गेस्चर को भी कंट्रोल में रखना है. तो इससे काफी मदद मिलेगी कि अपन अगली बार से, अगर पीपीडीटी हो, चाहे जीपी हो, चाहे जीडी हो, चाहे लेक्चरेट हो, कुछ भी हो, कैमरा ऑन करके बोलने से इससे फायदा होता है. खुद को हम ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं. हमारी रिकॉर्डिंग जब देखेंगे ना हम, तो गलतियां नोट कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि इन सब चीज़ों का काफी फर्क पड़ता है.
एक बात, अगर पॉसिबल है तो कर दिया करो. मतलब होता है, मैं भी समझता हूँ घर पे हैं या कहीं
हाँ,
बाहर हैं
जिसका
तो.
हाँ नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है वो बात अलग है.
अच्छा, वाज माय स्पीकिंग अंडरस्टैंड. अंजलि का हॉबी था ना शायद, माय फेवरेट हॉबी.
हाँ, अंजलि
बढ़िया
हॉबी पे था.
बढ़िया बोला अंजलि ने. आई गेस स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा रुक गई थी बीच में, बट हाँ फिर कवर अप कर दिया था उसको भी. हाँ, फिर यही मतलब इजी टॉपिक चूज कर रहे तो होना चाहिए उसमें थोड़ा कंटेंट बोलने लायक. The themes given in GD, do we have to cover all three? GD आज लेक्चरेट है. जीडी में दो जीडी होती हैं. फर्स्ट जीडी के लिए दो टॉपिक मिलेंगे. एक टॉपिक थोड़ा ऐसे रहेगा, थोड़ा करंट अफेयर्स वाला तगड़ा टॉपिक. दूसरा टॉपिक उससे कंपेरेटिवली इजी रहेगा थोड़ा. मतलब वो भी करंट अफेयर्स के ऊपर ही होगा लगभग, लेकिन थोड़ा इजी थोड़ा इजी रहेगा वो. तो उसमें डू वी हैव टू कवर ऑल थ्री थ्री थीम्स. अच्छा,
वो
बोल लो
शी इज
मतलब कि
आस्किंग अबाउट द
लीड.
लीड्स, जो 3 लीड्स
लीड,
मिलती हैं, तो उनके तीनों के ऊपर बोलना है कि नहीं.
हाँ लीड तीनों डिस्कस करो. तो मतलब वो तीनों लीड ऐसी मिलेंगी तुम्हें कि वो रिलेटेड होंगे टॉपिक से, मतलब उसके ऊपर बोलना ही पड़ेगा तुम्हें. अब मान लो कि मैं तुम्हें लीड देता हूँ कि मुझे अपने में क्या इम्प्रूव करना चाहिए. मतलब मान लो ऐसे मैंने कोई तुम्हें जीडी का टॉपिक दे दिया और मैंने 3 लीड दे दी. पंचुअलिटी, उसके बाद हार्ड वर्क, उसके बाद प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स। अब तीनों ही इंपॉर्टेंट है ना, किसी भी अगर एक इंसान को अच्छा बनना है तो जो भी वो लीड्स देते हैं वो ऐसी लीड रहेगी कि तीनों डिस्कस, हाँ तीनों डिस्कस करनी पड़ेगी इसमें। तो वही होता है कि हाँ तुम्हें करना पड़ेगा तीनों डिस्कस। मतलब अगर तुम्हें ऐसा लगता है, देखो स्टार्टिंग में सबसे पहले एक पॉइंट पकड़ लो अपना, ठीक, एक लीड पकड़ लो, उस पर डिस्कस करने लग जाओ। जैसे तुम्हें लग रहा है कि तुम्हारे पॉइंट्स मतलब एग्जॉस्ट हो रहे हैं या फिर कोई नए पॉइंट्स नहीं आ रहे, फिर अपने आसपास वाले को भी सुनते रहो वो क्या क्या बोल रहे हो। फिर अच्छा हाँ ठीक है, आई ऑल्सो अग्री विद यू, उसके पॉइंट के आगे थोड़ा अपना नॉलेज और ऐड कर दिया। ऐसे कर करके सारे वो जीडी में ऐसे ही होता है, वो 15-20 मिनट तुम्हारी जीडी आराम से लेंगे वो। और वो टॉपिक भी ऐसे ही देते हैं कि तीनों लीड तुम्हें बात ही करना पड़ेगी, तीनों लीड पे तुम्हें मतलब डिस्कस करना ही पड़ेगा, वरना 5 मिनट में जीडी खत्म हो जाएगी। और फिर उसके बाद
टोटली अग्री। जैसे अभी सौरभ ने बताया ना श्रेया कि तीनों लीड पे बोलना पड़ेगा। यू कैन स्टार्ट विथ वन लीड, राइट। फिर जब तुम्हें लगता है बीच में, सबसे खराब चीज है आप अपने उस एक लीड को पकड़ के और दूसरों को जबरदस्ती उस लीड को कन्विंस करने में लग जाओ। बिकॉज जो बाकी लोग, मतलब मैंने काफी टाइम नोटिस किया है कि मतलब एक ही पॉइंट पकड़ लिया और